So, let's talk about our problem that I'm guessing almost all of us face, that morning leak. You know, that first chunk of the day that just seems to evaporate before you get any real work done. Well, we're going to fix that with a super simple, practical AI workflow you can start using tomorrow. Okay, let's dive in.
I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. You sit down, you open up your laptop, and bam, you're immediately hit with checking messages, scanning news, trying to figure out what you left undone yesterday, and just deciding what on earth you should even do first. It feels busy, it feels productive, but is it really?
Yep, that's about the average. 30 minutes just gone, sucked into this morning leakage. And that's before you've written a single email, made one key decision, or done any deep work. It's not about being disorganized. It's just that your brain is doing all this sorting and prioritizing completely manually. But there is a much better way. What we're going to walk through is a simple, anti-hype system. This isn't some huge, complicated thing you have to install or subscribe to. Nope, it's just 3 prompts. You just copy, paste, and let it do the heavy lifting, so you can get right to the work that matters. Okay, first up, a prompt that gives you instant clarity on where everything stands without you ever having to open your inbox and fall down a rabbit hole. I call it the Inbox Zero Rollup.
So what this prompt does is actually pretty simple, but man, it is powerful. It takes all those emails you sent yesterday evening, the ones you're waiting for a reply on, and it turns that messy list into a clean, structured, actionable morning brief.
And this is the secret sauce right here. You just feed the AI your sent messages from the day before and give it these very specific instructions. You're not just asking for a summary. You're telling it to pull out the action, the status, and crucially, who owns the next step. It forces clarity.
So this is what it looks like before, right? This is your brain trying to do all this heavy lifting. You'd have to reread each of these, remember the context, and kind of mentally sort them by importance. That's a lot of friction before you've even had your coffee. And then, boom! Look at this. In like 90 seconds, you get this clean, color-coded table. You know instantly what's urgent and blocking you, what needs a nudge this morning, and what you don't even have to think about. Absolutely zero mental load required.
All right, so you've got clarity. You know what's waiting on you. Now the big question is, what do you actually do? This brings us to prompt number 2, which is all about taking that mountain of tasks and finding your real focus for the day.
Come on, you know how it is. Our to-do lists are just endless. They can be completely overwhelming. This prompt's job is to cut right through that noise. It takes your messy, chaotic brain dump of everything you could do, and it pulls out the 3 things you should do, your big 3. So here's the trick to making this work. You feed it your raw list, sure, but you also give it key context, like, hey, my energy is high, it's the morning, and you give it strict rules. That instruction to pick exactly 3 tasks is clutch. It forces a ruthless prioritization that, let's be honest, we're not always great at doing ourselves.
And don't be shy with this part. This is what the input looks like. And honestly, the messier, the better. Just dump everything in there. Critical work tasks, little personal reminders, stuff you've been putting off. The more raw data the AI has, the better it can separate the signal from the noise.
And just like that, look what you get. Out of that chaos, the AI pulls out the 3 most critical things, ranks them, and even gives you a really powerful why. Why this matters today. That little justification is so helpful for getting you motivated and focused. So you know where you stand, you know what to do. Now, how do you actually show up and execute with impact? That brings us to our 3rd and final prompt, which is all about prepping for those key moments in your day.
Okay, this next one, this is an absolute lifesaver. You know those meetings that pop up on your calendar with a vague title and no agenda? Instead of just winging it, this prompt gets you strategically prepped in about 90 seconds right before you hop on the call.
What I love about this prompt is its structure. It's a template that literally forces you to think strategically. By just filling in the blanks, you're not just getting random talking points. You're defining the meeting's purpose, you're anticipating roadblocks, and you're clarifying the single most important outcome you need to walk away with.
All right, so we've looked at the 3 prompts, but the real magic, the real secret, isn't just one of them. It's how they all work together one after the other, as a super fast system. Let's see how it all stacks up.
So here it is, the whole workflow laid out. It's a simple 1, 2, 3 punch. You run them in order. First, you get total clarity on your communications. Second, you get a focused plan of attack. And third, you get prep for your most important interactions. Each step just builds on the last, taking you from total chaos to focused action in less than 5 minutes.
And the payoff for all this, we're talking about 26 to 32 minutes. That's the real, tangible time you get back, every single day. That's time you can put toward actual deep work, or hey, just use it to take a breath before the day really kicks into gear.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. It's super important to understand what this system is and what it isn't, because this is where AI provides the most value. And this really is the bottom line. Look, this kind of AI system isn't going to replace your expertise. It's not going to make the big decisions for you. That's still your job. But what it will do, and what it's amazing at, is organizing your thoughts, accelerating your decisions, and just helping you start your job faster. That is its real superpower. So hey, if this was useful and you want more practical, no-hype templates and workflows just like this, the folks behind this explainer, Just Simple Work, have a free Office email templates bundle you can go grab. So I want to leave you with a question to chew on. When you think about your own daily grind, what's that one repeatable, kind of brain-draining decision you have to make every single morning? What's the thing you could hand off to a simple prompt? Because finding that one thing could be the key to getting your first 30 minutes back starting tomorrow.